nice.
Man,
So
I
yeah,
feel like if the audience's ears aren't perked up, man, your real estate track record is super cool, and it's very common to where people start and where they could go. I mean,
yeah,
or where they are along in the process. There's a couple things I want to touch on there, man.
yeah.
You took it to the cold calling in Madden. I think this is so genius. I came across these videos a while ago where, dude, it's videos, and you've even put them on your social.
Oh
You're
yeah,
playing Madden, like Madden football, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about here. You're
absolutely.
gaming, you're competing. I mean, who doesn't like Madden that's ever played any sports? And then you're dialed in. You're doing business and having fun, kind of as a way to, hey, I'm not going to make this a big fear-based thing with cold calling and business and making it boring and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and having that. So I want you to break that down a little bit. Was this just an idea? Did you guys just fall
yeah.
into this? And how did it ramp it up for you guys? I mean, this
So
changed the game.
yeah, so it was basically for me. I was sitting at home and I was calling from home. Like I said, I was calling for about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. And I was like, man, like this. It's like beating your head against the wall. It just gets old, right? And so then, like after I kind of started getting pretty comfortable with cold calling, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to start at Madden. I'm going to start on arcade mode. I'm not going to hop into like online quite yet, you know. So I started on arcade mode because obviously, you know, when you get a good call, I'd have to stop and kind of start taking notes of you know, the call, of how it was going. And so I did that for a while, and then I was like, you know what, like, okay, like I always do triple line dial. I always do talk to as many people as you possibly can. So I've got the fastest dialer going. And so after I got comfortable with arcade mode, I was like, okay, I can step it up and go online now. So, and if you're not familiar, online it's a whole nother monster because you get one pause per game. So, you know, if you come across a couple leads during the course of your game, you got one chance to go ahead and get that info in. So, but I got to the point where, I mean, I was calling for, like I said, 5-6 hours a day because I was just playing Madden. Like I was like, man, if I wasn't working, this is what I'd be doing anyway, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm
man.
32 now. So it was from, you know, 25 years old, 25, 26, 27, 28, those years where it's like, you know, if you're not at work, you know, me personally, I was just kind of just be hanging out with either, you know, not my girlfriend at the time was not my wife, but so yeah, so it was like I was doing these activities that like most people are doing when they're at home anyway. So I was like, dude, I'm like legit working right now. I'm working and I'm playing Madden. And so the thing that was like the most amazing for me was that once I started breaking it down of like how much I was making per hour that I was dialing and playing Madden, I was like, oh damn, dude, I'm onto something. Like
Dude,
everyone needs to be
make money
doing this.
playing Madden, man. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly. And so, I mean, I broke it down because I mean, and again, you know, the more that you call, the better you're going to get. Obviously, it's like it's repetition, right? So, I mean, you call for an hour a day versus calling 6 hours a day. Who do you think is going to get the deals? The guy calling 6 hours a
Yeah,
day. You know what I mean? You're
that's right.
talking to that many more people. You're perfecting your craft that much more. You're sharpening your, you know, your knife. So I mean, it's just it's insane how much it changed. And then basically what we did, we started creating a team. Started bringing guys on, and you know, they basically listened to my calls as well, and we trained with them every single day. And so yeah, building a team out doing the exact same thing, and then there we go, you know.
Man, I think there's so much to be said about the 10x concept of this because,
Yeah.
like you said, it was just time on task. You were
Oh
just
yeah.
amplifying greatly, multiplying your time on task
Yeah,
by
yeah.
doing something that's fun. I gotta believe you're sitting there gaming in some tight games, and you got a call on like a hot lead, and you're gaming, and you're like throwing a touchdown, and you're like, and they're like, are you still
Not
there?
not even a question. No. So the worst is like, okay, you're gaming, right? And you're, yeah, it's like exactly what you said, you're on like a good call. And then it's like, yeah, you like throw a pick or something. Because I'm the type where like I'll trip
Oh
my controller.
shit, no.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. And it's like exactly that right there. Like, what the no, and then you're like, oh, hold on. Sorry about that.
Oh,
No.
sorry, my dog just walked in. No.
Yeah, no. So you
Oh
kind of
my
have to catch
gosh.
yourself. So it's good stuff though.
Dude,